I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using anything. Do you understand? You must stay in school full time. The GPS monitor will. Are you here with someone today? Are you mom? Come on up. You are mom.
I know.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Mr. Patrick, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge,
Oh, I have to give you a cause number. There's a warrant because he missed court. 255-9022.
2, 3. Is that?
No, it's 255-9022.
Yes, sir. 2, sir. Judge, on April 7, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a burglary of a motor vehicle call. The defendants were located and matched the description the complaining witness gave to the officers. The complaining witness stated defendants entered the vehicle and tried to steal it by breaking the ignition cover. The complaining witness stated her neighbor was leaving for work and it scared the defendants off. The defendants left a screwdriver in the motor vehicle. The complaining witness stated the ring camera at the occupants. The co-defendant was found to have 2 key fobs on his person, and both key fobs belonged to other individuals. The screwdriver and gloves were found in the defendant's backpack, and a ski mask was found on the co-defendant's person. The defendant provided false information, and the defendant was eventually identified by mobile AFIS.
There's so many holes in this thing. I mean, how do we know it was him? Was he in the car? Where did they catch him? Did they go running after him? I mean,
Judge, if I can
it's a complete disjointed. So now.
Judge, the law enforcement officers were dispatched and were given a description of 2 individuals by the complaining witness who had it on a ring camera of the individuals breaking into a vehicle. And
Did they see him? Does the report say that they saw Mr. Patrick?
just a description given, Judge. And then the law enforcement officers on dispatch located the 2 defendants nearby.
Does it say that there, or are you assuming?
To Burglary, they advised the last direction of travel being east of the residence and northbound intersection of Maryland. After a brief search, both defendants were obtained on foot, matching the description provided by one complaining witness. The complainant advised that they made entry into a vehicle and advised they attempted to steal the vehicle by breaking the ignition cover. Due to a manufacturing flaw, upon exposing the ignition, the vehicle can be started without the ignition key. The complainant advised her neighbor directly across was leaving for work, and both defendants began to leave on foot when they heard noise. And then they found a screwdriver was found on the vehicle floorboard. The complainant advised that her doorbell camera captured the incident and provided a positive description of both suspects, both being males wearing dark hoodie sweaters, black pants, both slender in build and being tall, and the one being tall and one being short. After a pat-down search of the defendant, defendant 2 was found to have 2 key fobs stuck into his pants, and 1 fob belonged to a Dodge that was connected from another burglary of a motor vehicle. That was not the charge you'd be here, Judge.
Is Mr. Patrick defendant 1 or defendant 2?
He's defendant 1, Judge.
He doesn't have the key fob. It's the other gentleman.
That's correct, Judge.
He's the one that has the stuff in the backpack.
Just want to verify that, Judge. That's correct.
Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You live in Houston, dude. You don't live in another state. People like their guns and they like their cars. And when you mess with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead in a heartbeat to keep what's theirs. How many countless stories do you hear of someone running away from one of these types of situations? They get shot in the back. It's only a matter of time. Was this in the middle of the night?
It was early in the morning, Judge, around 6 a.m.
Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I am now going to put a whole host of conditions to make sure that you do not fall through the system or the cracks, because we don't need another statistic or we don't need another person dead. Do you understand me? The first is that you are not to hang around with the co-defendant in this case. You are not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to send you for a test right now because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you're to come right back. Do you understand? If you fail the test, if you fail to come back, it's not going to go well for you. I'm now also going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. One false move, you will stay with me. I need your help, Mom. I can't do this alone. You and me together, we can make this thing work. Tell me about it. What does he do? Is he in school now?
Yes, I'm in school, so he do go to school, but
Okay. Wonderful.
he did have sign up for a job, so he was looking for a job, so he do have a job.
What I was going to do is I was going to order him and only give him time so that he can go to school, and then he goes back home, and then he stays at home, doesn't go anywhere else. I don't want him out in the middle of the night. You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have any weapons, if I find that you pick up a new case, it's not going to go well for you. I will protect my city at all costs. I don't care what you are, how old you are, anything. Do you understand? We will work with you to make sure that everything works together. I'm going to pay for everything so you won't have to pay for anything. I'm going to give you a lawyer today. So we just need to know what schedule. Do you work?
I work Wednesday through Saturday.
And then you're out.
I'm off.
I mean, you're out like out working. My only fear is that when the cat's away, the mice will play. So that's why while you're at work, he stays at home. I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using any. Do you understand? You must stay in school full time. The GPS monitor will tell me where you are at all times. And if you leave school, try to skip class, I'm gonna skip your bond. Do you understand? Okay, shoot.
So, just a couple of years on, so told him that, don't have to come to school right now, because he's not going to work for him. So he probably should,
Okay, so let me get you a lawyer. We got to figure out a schedule because I don't want him out just hanging around and doing whatever. If he gets a job, then we can work with a schedule. But other than that, I probably just got to stay at home. You know, I don't want him out just screwing around because, you know. Okay, we'll work together. You must listen to Mom. If Mom tells me that you start acting like a knucklehead, you will stay with me and you will earn your degree with me behind bars. Do you understand? If she tells you to jump, you ask how high. Do you understand, Mr. Patrick? Okay. All right, Mom. Please, and just hang tight and then we'll hook you up. That way.
For the new ones, right?
It'll probably auto for tomorrow.
I, bueno, señorita.
I don't know about that.
Bueno, con la señora.
No,
Morning, Mr. Hernandez Ramos.
I'm sorry, what is?
Good morning, Mr.
Buenos
Hernandez
días,
Ramos.
señor Hernández Ramos.
Buenos días. That's jail.
Back.
You're on bond for a DWI. You signed an affidavit with me promising me that you would not drive.
Va a manejar.
And now you've picked up a new DWI.
¿Puedo hablar o no?
Can I speak or no?
You're going to do probable cause on the new case. You have the right to remain silent. They can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Necesitaría uno, señor. Está bien.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Judge.
Listen.
¿Cómo?
Judge, on May 4th, 2025, officers were at a Shell gas station and observed the defendant near the driver door of his vehicle and observed what appeared to be an open container in a black plastic bag on the center console of the truck. The
Y
Defendant was visibly intoxicated with unsteady gait, balance, and almost fell attempting to enter his vehicle. Law enforcement officer advised the defendant in Spanish it was probably not a good idea for him to enter his vehicle in his condition, which he acknowledged and did not enter the truck. Once officers returned to their vehicle, officers observed the defendant, the driver's seat of the pickup truck, and was seen turning the vehicle on. Officers at this time began a DUI investigation and observed the odor of alcoholic beverage on the defendant's person and breath. The defendant also had poor balance and gait and was having to lean on his vehicle for proper balance. The defendant spoke in slurred Spanish and when asked, admitted to drinking prior to driving. The defendant stated he had drunk two 12-ounce beers at home prior to arriving at the gas station and had only eaten tacos at approximately 12 p.m. earlier in the day. This time, upon observing the inside of the vehicle, there was no container found in a 32-ounce Modelo bottle that was cold to the touch. The law enforcement officer then carried out standardized blood sobriety test and observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN. 6 out of 8 clues on the walk and turn. And 3 out of 4 clues on one leg stand.
Question. Sorry, I read that.
The defendant consented to a breath test in 0.185 and 0.186.
Where was this? I'm pretty sure you said it. I just.
Shell gas station?
In Harris County, Texas.
Mr. Hernandez, let me express my deep disappointment with you. Not only did you promise me when you picked up the first DWI that you would not drive, not only did you promise me that you would not allegedly consume alcohol, not only last time, like this time, have alcohol in the car while allegedly driving. I would presume that it's damn elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. Anything you say to me will go in one ear and will go out the other, because I know, given the facts, you refuse to comply with bond conditions. As a result, I am now revoking your bond on the first case and I'm setting it at $25,000. And on your second case, I will do the same. I think that you are a deep and utter danger to our county, and nothing will protect our citizens from you other than Jay. I don't know if you are going to get out. If you do, you were ordered to remain under house confinement. You will have a GPS monitor on your ankle on one, and on your other ankle, you will get a scram device so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. I am now going to decide whether I'm going to have a contempt hearing, because now you could be facing an additional 6 months in jail for violating, or perhaps violating, this affidavit that you signed promising us you're not going to drive. I'm now also ordering you not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. I'm sending notice to DPS in Austin so that every single officer in the state will know if you are caught in a vehicle, it must have an interlock. And if they catch you in a vehicle and it doesn't have an interlock driving, then you will go to jail. Anything that you want to add?
No, Judge.
Anything from the state?
Nothing, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hernandez, we'll have you come up, swear to us that you're not going to drive again with the new case, and then we'll put you back. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
So let's do both at 25,002. Okay, hi. Please, yes, ma'am.
I'm talking to Mr. Guillermo Gonzalez.
Okay.
So he has a DWI PTI approved. I was under the wrong impression that the officer was going to be contacting him to start the process, but I was just told today that he needs to get the portable first.
Correct.
So
All right. So
it was
has he paid the DA fee?
Yes, he paid the DA.
So we'll give you a week to get the interlock then?
Yes, he's gonna go today, and I do apologize, Your Honor. It was
Don't worry
my
about it.
bad.
It's not a problem. You're good.
So,
We'll give
thank
you a
you.
week.
May I be excused, sir? Thank you.
Greg.
Hey, Judge, I forwarded you an email on Mr. Rose from yesterday. It was from, I don't know if y'all got CC'd. Lacey Johnson. Yes, I did actually. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Judge.
Just not looking at it.
Um,
Okay, yeah.
so is it something you just kind of need to, I guess, sign, or it's nowhere for me to do anything? I saw, unless I missed something. But yeah, I mean, okay, it makes sense. I guess they're doing that. I mean, there was
If you can
nothing.
enter the order for,
I have Mr. Quinn for a plea,
let's see.
and I do need Blaze because there's,
Place.
Mr. Quinn.
Good morning, Mr. Quinn.
This is the one with the decision making. Okay.
So tell me what happened.
So on the paperwork, he's doing a 6-month deferred. But on the paperwork, it's listed as thinking for a change, but our agreement is a decision making force.
Okay, so you want me to just change it here?
Correct.
You got to barcode first, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Well,
Okay.
or do you want to you don't want to refile it? You want me to cross it out?
Is that okay, Your Honor?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's easier.
Just as long as we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's really. Okay, so Mr. Quinn, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You worked out an agreement, they're offering you a 6-month deferred. This is a great deal where if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you can't tell people it's dismissed. It doesn't get dismissed. You merely take a probation. If you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. You need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man entering into this agreement. And if you violate this agreement by any way, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? If you test positive for dope or alcohol, don't do your classes on time, pick up a new case, don't show up to your meetings. Do you understand?
Sir.
Can you get this done?
Yes, sir.
For you to complete this successfully, you must do an effective decision-making class, a gun safety class, 30 hours of community service, and forfeiture of the weapon. You have a car.
No.
How are you going to do the community service? How are you going to do you have an ability to get around?
Yes, sir.
Because understand, you can't just say, you know what, I don't have a right, I can't do anything. We have someone else doing a ton of jail time because of that. You still get this done.
And if I may, Judge, the pastor from Mr. Quinn's church is here with him today. So
Okay?
I don't want to speak on behalf of him, but I think that he will help facilitate getting this done.
Where are mom and dad?
My mom, she outside with the baby.
She what?
She outside downstairs.
She's here.
She's here.
She's in your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to waive all your fees. It's never about the money. It's about you showing up, doing what you say you're going to do, and don't test positive. The number one thing I would say people get racked up on here is because they continue to test positive. They think that they can just continue to use. You're going to get tested. Know this now. You understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accuser, right to be arraigned, charged right in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you enter into this agreement, you are stuck with this until you complete it or it gets revoked. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, you don't test positive, get your stuff done quick. I'll take you off in half the time as a reward. But if you do wrong, do you understand?
Sir.
All right, good luck. Thanks.
Thank you. They would be excused.
Please.
Judge, I am approaching on a plea for Mr. Anthony Nacienzo on both cases. Though, Judge, I will say that on the terroristic threat, for some reason, I see it filed as a Class A. I think it should be Class B. Is there a way that we can scratch
We need
that
to,
out?
hey, this is something that would get good.
So, but in our
Sure,
system,
this is not one of those that's falling.
yeah, so wait, in our
That's it.
system though, it was hold on, it was,
Are we going on both or are we going on just one?
Your Honor. So there was a deal worked out
in felony that I wasn't aware of until it's been pointed out to me. I saw a note. It's basically felony agreed to reduce theirs, FPW to the UCW, and then time served on the assault violation or the terroristic threat. Let me check though, because in our system, it's showing as a Class B misdemeanor. I don't want to get into the detail here on it. Basically, like the issue was that in our system it was showing. Let me double check the plea paperwork though.
Let me see.
Yeah.
The terroristic threat is charged as a B.
Correct.
And that's serious bodily injury. It's not family member.
Fine, up to a year and or $4,000 fine. That'd be a range of punishment for class
So
A.
then our range.
If there's no family member.
No, but that's weird. So
So the range of punishment is for class A.
yeah,
But
it's the writing that we get more that's wrong. It's just computer generated.
So.
Would you like us to barcode that, or would you?
No. Refile it so it's done nice and neat for a B. Hmm? If you don't mind.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I just, let me look, Your Honor. It doesn't really let me edit.
The case upstairs was dismissed.
There was another one. We played on 429.
Oh, I see.
There was the other day upstairs.
Got it. Okay.
Um,
I need a little bit more time.
yes, Judge, we'll reapproach.
Yeah, because I want them to file it the right way.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to just do it half-ass and then it
Yes,
comes.
sir.
like,
And I just found out that I was gonna ask them, well, you wanted to scratch it off?
No,
and-
no.
Sounds good.
For the plea, it's different.
Okay. This
Thank you,
is.
Judge. I'll reapproach.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have Alexander Gallegos. We were on the docket Thursday. He sent up a new DWI. He was on bond.
Okay.
For the DWI. He revoked first bond.
Is he here now?
He's here now.
Okay, come up, Mr. Gallegos.
He has the scram and the GPS, but his current on the GPS ends at 9. He works at the Balboa Surf Club, where he works until like 11 or 11:30. So I was wondering if we could.
I'll give him some time, but I don't want him out at night. I don't want you out at night. I don't trust you. You have 2 open DWIs, Mr. Gallegos. You're gonna have to work something out, but I don't want you out at night. I'll give you till 10, but I'm not giving you till midnight.
He's also not driving.
So I hope above everything else in this life, you understand that if I catch you driving, all hell is gonna break loose. It's just don't drive.
I understand.
Do you understand?
We do like 11.
How far do you live from the place that you work?
17 minutes from there to my dad's.
And it's 11:30, and then I gotta close up this, 10 o'clock it is for the time being, until I can trust you. You picked up an EWI, you picked up, yeah, allegedly have an accident as well. I don't want you out at night. 10 o'clock is what it is. Does he have a scram on the other ankle?
He does. He has a scram on one and a GPS on one.
Know what you put in your body, because if you put anything in your body that tests positive for alcohol, it's really not gonna go well for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
And then can I do a regular reset with both of them together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I have a no driving affidavit on one. You see if I put both cause numbers on it for the driving. I did not. I need you to sign another affidavit promising me you're not going to drive on the other one. And I'm telling you, if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every single time you drive, it's an offense punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. If you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand?
Sir.
Did we do a guardian? Does he have the guardian interlock paperwork?
Because you still have it in your car, don't you?
Still in my car.
Okay, you need to understand that every officer in this state knows that if you're driving a car, you must have an interlock on it. So if you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, you get pulled over, you will go to jail. Do you understand?
I won't be driving.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll give you a normal reset. We'll have him swear to this, and then you guys are good.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Do you
thanks.
want him to remove the interlock or keep it?
We'll leave it in,
Okay.
just so I know that he's not driving.
Okay.
It's on there, Judge, for
Yeah.
the case.
I mean, I'm paying for it, so there's no.
Okay.
I'll waive the fee, so it's not costing him anything.
Judge, for the old case, we're just tracking it with the two.
With the new case, yeah, with the 2 new cases, and then we'll Yeah. Okay, hi.
Hey, George, I have Mr. Delcid Morales, Delcid. First name is Morales.
It's under Delcid or is it under just Morales? Let me
For
see.
me, it's Delcid Morales, but it's Delcid. He's in custody. I know.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Okay. Tell me.
So this is my first setting since being hired.
Okay.
Here, honest, we do have an offer, but he does have an immigration and that nightfall and have an immigration time up in June. So there's an offer for, I believe it's like 9 days. It should be like time served, but just I want
Take your time.
immigration issue just to make sure before we have any clarity.
We'll give you more time. The second case is only 74 days, so we'll give you time.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Mike, seriously.
Please.
Oh.
Okay. Are you here, Mr. Musadak?
I am, Your Honor.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So we have to plead, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Musadak, come up.
How you doing today, young?
Hey, how are you?
Just fine.
It's Tuesday. So the agreement that you guys have worked out is both, he's got 4 open cases?
He has 4 open cases, Your Honor. The agreement that we worked out was a time served on the Fades ID and the latest criminal trespassing, and they're dismissing a criminal trespassing and interfering with it.
No. Why, you need to understand something, that you guys can work something out. I don't have to accept the deal. And I am extremely upset with you at this point because I ordered you to get a device. You did not get the device, did you?
I'm sorry, I thought I was actually calling. I didn't know where to get it from.
I told you to get the device. I ordered you to get the device. You did not do anything. And now you are here on a bond violation, not to mention 4 open cases. And now you want me to just take a proverbial slap on the wrist? No. You need to understand, Mr. Musadak, that actions have consequences. And
Yes, sir.
you not only picked up 4 cases,
I brought my dad here. He's here. Can you come?
your dad has nothing to do with this and will not save you from this. You have 4 cases and you failed to over and over and over to comply with bond conditions. I will not accept this agreement, and I am now revoking your bond, and you will go to jail. Goes with you. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You need to learn that actions have
I've been working.
consequences. You today go to jail.
Yeah, can we get a trial setting for Mr. Musadik?
100%. Happy to do it. But, you know, the 4 cases, I ordered him to get a GPS, just, they didn't even get it. It's like it's, at what point do we say when? We continually just,
And I have another case that's not on the court docket for today that I'd like to approach on. It's a John Mary. Mr. Mary's bond was forfeited last week because he failed to appeal. And Mr. Mary is here today in court.
what did happen, please? Did a clock number?
Sir?
Did a clock number?
Yeah, Mr. Mary.
Damn, Blasa, what's up? Too many cruises, man.
Said she was giving me case number and made me joke.
I have a case number for you, young.
Council, do
Please.
you want to sign up here?
It is 255-211.
255.
2110.
No, this is for, the one you.
And I prepared a bail order, Your Honor, that I gave up earlier.
I've been working on it. Inside. He told me to get it now.
I told you to show up to court. I told you not to be a danger to my community. I told you to follow the bond conditions, and you have failed to do any of those things, Mr. Mary. You pick up a theft, you pick up another theft, and you repeatedly fail to appear for court. Not just once, not just twice, thrice. Counsel, tell me what you would like.
Your Honor, I'm requesting, that Mr. Mayor's bond be rinsed or conditions to be more intense. Mr. Mayor has had issues with vehicle trouble getting to court on his days. Now, and I know that that's not an excuse because there are other ways that he could possibly get here, but that has been his particular issue. Prior to him picking up these theft cases, now he has been employed, he has been working, but he's been having transportation issues, you know. Now, he's not on docket today, but he is here today to throw himself upon the court to say, Your Honor, he's willing to come to court. He just has issues with transportation and making here, you know, on certain times. The state did make an offer for him on one of the settings.
We have given him 4 PR bonds on these cases. 4 PR bonds we've given you on these cases, Mr. Mary. And you continually fail to appear. Here's what I'm going to do with you, Mr. Unpalan. What we'll do is I'm going to send him for a drug and alcohol test right now. And then we will put this case back on for tomorrow. And I want you tested. And I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. And we will go from there. If you fail to test, if you fail to show up, if you fail to come back tomorrow, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Go take a drug test right now. And I'm going to reinstate the bond for the limited purpose of sending him for a drug test now. And then you're to come back tomorrow. And then we will talk about the results. And we will talk about your bond tomorrow. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Take a seat, please, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I make some?
Yes,
For your papers,
please.
I have, Mr. Rivas Sandoval, Berkeley.
Is this from 14? I can get a chance to just land it. And this is the newly filed, plea.
Okay.
This was the one with the right.
Oh, we're doing Rivas now. Okay, all right. Good morning, Mr. Rivas.
Good morning.
Yes. Mr. Rivas, you're charged with having a false driver's license. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 15 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this.
That's fine.
Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that we gave you a PR bond and you failed to appear. As a result, the warrant was issued and now you have an immigration detainer. From now on, if you pick up a criminal case, show up to court, because when you do, it's a good thing. You understand?
Yes.
And you plead to this offense guilty.
¿Cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Culpable. Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to this agreement. I will roll your court costs so you won't know anything. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, wait, please.
This is Mr. Nanciancena.
Correct. Good morning, Judge.
Yeah, just so here, I clicked the wrong box. So it was charged right, it's right in our system. I just clicked the wrong box.
It's not a big deal. It happens. You know, worst things will happen. Sir, you're charged with, I think you said 2 cases, right? He's got the terrorist threat.
In ABI, that's correct, Judge.
The assault is going to be dismissed in exchange for his plea on this one?
No, Judge, I understand there's a time served on both the misdemeanors and it was a reduction of the felony to a misdemeanor. It was part of a global deal.
And that was part of a global offer, Your Honor.
1 second. Because I only have one. I'm sorry, I'm just put my page in.
Are you guys ready to go forward in the assault?
Your Honor, we only received one, set of paperwork.
Did you file on the assault? Or Is the same deal though? 30 credit for 30 credit for 13 on both?
Okay, yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Nancianceno, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with terroristic threat, serious bodily injury. On that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You are also charged with assault causing bodily injury. On that one, you're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 30 days in jail on both of those cases with credit for the 13 days that you have done on both of those cases. You need to understand that after today, both of these cases will reflect as convictions on your record. So you are now facing a minimum of 30 days in jail on any new Class Bs that you get. If you pick up any more Class As, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not only that, on the terroristic threat, if you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible that they hit you with a felony charge. So whatever it is, I would be very careful because you could be looking at some serious prison time. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can't change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to both of these offenses, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to both of these agreements, roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Now, we spoke about this earlier, is he has 2 holds out of Kimball County. So at this point, you will not be released. What will happen is we're going to wait to see if Kimball County comes and gets you. If they don't come get you within the 10th day, at that point, a PR bond will be given to you. But I'm going to tell you now, those warrants, those holds, those cases will always remain open until you go back to Kendall County and take care of it. So anytime you ever get picked up, You're gonna get a hold, and it's gonna be an extra 10 days to whatever happens until you take care of those cases. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Look, man.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
And that's everyone. Very good. Okay, well, with the same, Bernardo, what else?
Greg.
Hey, Judge, can you hear me?
Tell me, what's the word? I signed your order.
Hey, it's not about that. My kid from yesterday, Jordan Galindo, he's still in custody. The one that you reinstated his bond. You need the cause number?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
2544671.
Yes.
Yeah. Steph, we need to reinstate this dude's bond. Did you get the cost number?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Okay, we're on it right now, Greg.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. No worries. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Who's that? 7504 on all of them, please.
No, she didn't. Oh, Fred told me that. If she doesn't answer, I'll send her an email asking her this. Okay.
No, you gotta pay for the bonds.
Yeah.
Judge, may I approach?
Hi, yes.
Good morning. This is Urban, last name Urban. Yes.
Are you ready, guys? Mr. Irvin?
My, pulling up right now, Your Honor. It's just being slow, I apologize, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Urban. Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 24 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you've done. You need to understand that after today, this will reflect as a conviction on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You also give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never change this.
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Are guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty and I'll send you to 24 days in jail, give you credit for the 8. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have one more.
Okay.
This is Gilchrist. Gilchrist, he's on docket today. I just filed a motion for a comprehensive exam. That's it. Thank you, Judge.